What's that about? Is we running it? Is we live? Is we in this bitch? Okay. Well, that was a time. I don't know why I did all that. Okay. I'll probably just play for a little bit longer. And I also need to stop on stuff. Stop! I could also just push. Okay. Tomorrow I'm gonna clean my room, and then also reset up all my stuff to make it better. Cleaner, nicer. There are no corrupted characters. I don't really believe you. Actually, no, that makes sense. Okay. Okay, well, you both can't be telling the truth. People don't think you can be telling the truth. I don't think anything else corrupts. I think the bard is just lying. Yeah. Does it turn both of them? Random adjacent villager becomes a puppet. Not both of them. Okay. Oh, but it can't lie. I think, yeah, probably. Between 7, 6, and 1, there is a villager, a minion, and an outcast. Yeah. Okay. Then 8 or 5 is puppeteer. Already did that. You tell the truth. I'm 1 card from the closest evil. You tell the truth. I guess I'll just do... Couldn't kill 6. Meaning 6 with 5 is good. You liar. You a liar. Of course lying, okay. Yay! We're so good now. Oh my god. Yay. I cured 0 corruptions. Okay, makes sense. No one can be corrupted, except for... The drunk is corrupt. Alrighty, but you can't hear that. Number 8 is good. Okay, so... 1 evil is adjacent to me. If you're good, that means... I'm just picking who I'm saying is good and who's not. 1, 6, or 5 is evil. Number 5 is good. Think who has to be lying. So they are corroborating each other. So they... Boopity boop. They're like, yeah. 1 evil is adjacent to me. 8 is good. I kind of just believe them 2 and then think they're lying. I think this evil. That would just make sense. Yeah. And then... Well, they're saying 8 is still good, so then you must be the puppet. Ooh. You are a puppet. Switch. Closest evil is counterclockwise. Wait, let's... Wakener and Puka. Okay. So there's there's like 4 people, possibly, who are corrupted. Okay. I am 1 card from the closest evil. It's 3 cards from the closest evil. I cured 2 corruptions. That's possible. Okay. There are no corrupted characters. That could be true too. 9, 4, and 6. There is a villager, outcast, and minion. 9, 4, 6. That seems true, because this is an outcast, yes. So you're saying one of them is evil. Or corrupted, at least. I cured 2 corruptions. So he could have cured them 2, and not him. Okay, let me... Number 5... Okay, so 1 was... You're saying that number 5 was... Okay, so if you're telling the truth... So you're corrupted. Which would make sense. That would be you telling the truth too, and then you're saying 5 is evil. And then you're saying that you cured 2 corruptions. Meaning... Boop. He could have cured doo-doo-doo. And you're saying there are no corrupted characters, and you're saying they are corrupted. So one of you is lying. Seven could be a witch. Could be a witch. Does that mean it's not true? Okay, so 5 is evil. Okay. Let's say I believe you. Ooh, so you're lying. So then if you were corrupted, then you're corrupted too. Or you could be. Well, no, they are, because they're not corrupted. So, corrupted. Meaning, you probably were lying about that, so they're probably telling the truth. Meaning... Oh, wait, but you said between 9, 4, and 6 there is a villager, outcast, and minion. That's not true. Well, unless 9 is an outcast, I guess that could be true, so actually, never mind. That's a minion. Oh, and you're saying you cured 2 corruptions, so you cured this corruption. And supposedly this guy, which would mean this guy is evil. Because he can only do doot or doot. If you're telling the truth, then I think 7 has to be a witch, right? What? Okay, maybe she says they are a witch. Okay, Puppeteer and Puka. I don't get this. Why am I so bad? I'm 1 card away from the closest evil. Number 5 was affected by an evil. Okay. There are 3 pairs of evil, so they're saying everyone is close together. There's only 3, though. So 3 pairs would be 2, 4... Well, 2, and then the 3rd, and then the 4th. So I think this means, even you're telling the truth, they have to be all, like, next to the wretch. So it has to be, like, something like this. If you're telling the truth. Closest evil is counterclockwise. Okay. I'm 2 cards from the closest evil. That would be Boop or Boop. But also, you're saying number 5 was affected, so you're corrupted anyway. So you just don't know stuff. Okay, so let me take these off. I think you're telling the truth and you're talking about him. That would make sense. Number 5 was affected by an evil. That would make sense. I'm 2 cards from the closest evil. And then you could be telling the truth and just be talking about this, and you could also be telling the truth and just be talking about this. Okay, I think I want to know if you are telling the truth. Number 9 is saying the truth. So if you're saying that, then, okay. You can't all be telling the truth. I kind of feel like you're lying. Because you can't all be telling the truth. I don't think you can be telling the truth. Unless you're lying. You could be lying. Well, no, if you're lying, then... Well, no. They can't both be lying. Okay, Let's say, pick 2 characters. You are 8 evil. Oh. But you should register as evil, so I think you're lying. Among 2, 5, and 8, there is a doppelganger. No, there isn't, you liar. 2, 5, and 8? None of these are discussed. No, you're a liar. You're a liar. Is 2 or 8 evil? False. I think you're lying too, because this would categorize as being evil. So you're lying. Okay, yeah. Meaning you are also evil, because you were affected by... Puppet. Yeah! I'm so good in my life. Learn random info. Poisoner, Puka, and a... witch. Okay. I am 1 card away from corrupted character. Okay? 2 evils adjacent to me. So if you're telling the truth, you're saying these 2 are evil. For 6 is a real lover, you're saying that evils are not adjacent to each other. Could be true. Well, you're evil anyway. Witch is 3 cards away from closest evil. Could be true. I cured 2 corruptions. I cured 1 corruption. Okay. I don't think that's true. Okay. I think we will get, okay, Druid, one of these has to be among 3, 2, and 1. 9, there are no outcasts. So unless one of them is just in disguise and is, wait, there is no doppelganger. That makes sense. Well, no, the drunk could be disguised. Okay, so either you're telling the truth and one of them is evil, one of the alchemists is evil, or one of them is the drunk. So either way, one of them is the drunk or one of them is, okay, so let's go. They have some suspach on them. Honestly, if this guy is telling the truth and this guy is telling the truth, so they could be. These 2 are both evil. I think we'll just go with that for now. Which means you're lying then. Okay. Meaning you are also lying, because you're not a real lover. Oh, they're just corrupted. I need to... Okay, I need to stop. No just killing for fun, okay? Minion and a Ba. Okay. Walk in. Be better. I want to get past this stage. Okay. I cured 0 corruptions because you suck. What does it do again? Minion and Ba. What does the Ba do again? 1 fake outcast. 1 lion, 1 disguise. Okay, well there is no... No one can corrupt, so yeah, makes sense. Okay. So if you said so, you'd be lying. Okay. I was a hunter. Is that a thing? That's a thing. Okay. Could be telling the truth. 7, 4, or 1 is evil. Oops, I'm pushing the wrong one. 7, 4, or 1. Okay. Number 3 is a real empress. You're saying this is true. So if these are true, there are no corrupted characters. That makes sense. I'm the original baker. I'm gonna be honest, besides just killing people based upon... I'm not understanding how you're supposed to know. They're saying 7, 4, or 1. Evil, I cured 0 corruptions. They both saying that. Number 3, I'm the original baker. I was a hunter. There are no corrupted characters. Like, how am I supposed to know? It has to be 7, 4, or 1. Unless 3 and 7 are just both lying. I think that's more likely that they're just both lying. I'm gonna go with that. Also, yeah, one of the alchemists is a drunk, and then one of the alchemists is just the alchemist. Okay, yeah. Yeah. See? Don't lie to me. It's one card. Wait. I'm a shaman. Okay. Okay. It's one card from the closest evil. 2 or 7 is a shaman. Oop. 7 or 1 is a shaman. I am dizzy. You are self-admitting that you are evil. Is one card. So both of them are next to each other. Number 4 is good. You're saying 4 is good. So if this is true and this is true, 7 and 1. Can there be corrupted characters? Well, besides the plague, I guess, yeah. Let's say... corrupted. Number 8 is not corrupted, so just evil. Yeah. And then 7 or 1 is the shaman. Or 7 or 2 is the shaman. Well, I feel like... Yeah. I don't know how I was supposed to, like, be able to figure that out. Probably could have, but I want to do more work. Okay. I am 1 card from the closest evil. Which means you're saying this if you're not saying this. Well, no. And 4 cards from the closest evil. Between 4, 2, and 1, there is an outcast village and Minier. Right side is more evil. There's only 1 pair of evil. So 2 people are next to each other and the other guy's by himself. Okay, so let's ask you. I think you are evil. He is saying 4 is evil. And you're saying 1 of them could be evil, so I think actually maybe he. Actually, 1 of them has to be evil. Actually, yeah, let's do this. Wait, no. Okay. So, oop. Between 5, 2, and 8, there is 1 evil. Okay. If this is true, if he is saying this, that would be this. And that would mean you are lying. Which between 4, 2, and 1, there's outcast, villager, and minion. 4, 2, and 1. There's only 1 outcast. That's just a lie. Some of the other outcasts disguise themselves. Yeah, so you're just lying. Number 3 is lying. Puka, both of them are corrupted next to you. Okay, so you're corrupted, which explains why you said that, because that makes no sense. You were also corrupted. Which would make sense with you saying that, which means you were also kind of telling the truth? No. Because you have 3 cards from the closest evil, so you're lying. Yeah. And then... you're saying there's only 1 pair of... so it's either... wait, let me think. Among 5, 2, and 8, there is 1 evil. He could just be evil and be lying, so let's go fortune teller. Pick these 2. It's 4 or 5 evil, true. Is 4 or 5 evil? Does that mean they're both evil? I don't know, I don't understand. I think it has to be 4 then. No. he's... Well, actually, no. If they're telling the truth. Well, but I don't think they are, because they would be corrupted, right? Then I think you have to be... Right? No, well... I'm so dumb, too! It has to be one of them. Fuck it. You will get to pass 4. Poisoner and a puppeteer. Left side is more evil. I can't die, okay. Between 3, 4, and 5, there's 1 villager, 1 outcast minion, so... E... and 5. Okay, is there a doppelganger? There's a drop. So, that is possible. So, you could be... You could be telling the truth. And if so, I would assume that 3 is the outcast, and therefore 8 would be the minion. Okay, so I think that's what we're saying so far. So 7, 1, or 2. Oh, you are evil. You're self-admitting. But you could be corrupted. Which I think is more likely. Left side is more evil. I don't really trust you. Okay, I think you are good and fine. Who do I want to pick between? I think 7 and 5? I don't know why that would be helpful. Actually, I think that would be helpful. Is 7 or 5 evil? False. If you're telling the truth, which you could be, that would mean they are just corrupted and not evil. And then that would mean 8 is probably evil and probably the puppeteer. Or not the puppeteer, but the poisoner. I think that makes sense. Ugh! Wait, that means you're lying. That means number 5 is lying, right? Because between 8, 3, and 5, there's a villager. So 5 would be the villager, because Bishop is a villager, and then 3 would be the drunk, but it's not, because 8 is not evil. So I think 5 has to be evil. Yeah. And then you're also evil, because you lied. I'm 2 cards from the closest evil. Why are you saying that? So I think that would make 2 evil. And you're just corrupted, but that doesn't make sense. Oh wait, no. Yeah. I don't know, I'm so stupid. Yeah. Okay, witch and a puka, and then a wretch and a doppelganger. I am good. For 7 is a real judge, okay. If that's true, then you are. I am dizzy, you're evil. Between 7, 6, and 5. There's a villager, outcast, and minion. 7, 6, and 5. That makes sense. Which would put you as being evil. That's an outcast. Which just makes sense so far. And you're saying 7 is a real judge. So I think I go... Among 8, 2, and 9, there are no outcasts. That's just a lie. Okay. Villager, outcast, and minion. But they're not a minion. So I think that makes 5 just a liar. Straight up liar. I think they're evil. Oh my god, how am I so bad? Okay. get this. I'm so dumb. Well, no. The confessor is just lying. And it's just evil. That makes sense, actually. I'm so stupid. 7 is a real judge. Okay, wait. Between 7, 6, and 5. Wait, but one of them... So, wait. One of them is lying. Right? So, let's go. Number 1 is lying. So, they're saying it's 1 and 7. Number 4 is saying a truth. Could that be true? I think that's true. So I think 7 and 1. Ugh. Okay, I think I'm stupid, you guys. Poisoner and Counselor. Woo! Okay. Walk in. Poisoner is 2 cards from the closest evil. Closest evil? Yeah, that makes sense. Poisoner corrupts a villager. I sit next to an outcast. Okay, so one of these is definitely an outcast. So, he has to be either boop, boop. Actually, he could be, yeah, okay. He could be anywhere. It's anything. Okay, Poisoner is 2 cards away from the closest evil. I think we just gotta get people to slay on each other. Or, whoa. Let's go. Among 6, 4, and 5, there are no outcasts. Well, you're lying. That's just a fact. But you could be poisoned, so we're not gonna kill you yet. But that is a lie. Actually, we'll just make the Slayer kill. I couldn't kill 7. So either you are also bad, or, there's only 2 evils, right? Poisoner is 2 cards away from the closest evil. So they can't both be evil. So I think you're just corrupted. Therefore, you would be evil. Right? That would also make sense with everything else. Let's not do it yet. Let's make him... Okay, yeah. I killed evil at 8. Okay. So he was just poisoning. The poisoner is 2 cards away from the closest evil. Meaning, you're not evil, you're just corrupted. You, yeah, register as that. You're not evil because you just killed this guy. I don't think they're evil. Amongst 2, 6, 5, there is a bombardier. Okay, so I think you're telling the truth. Doesn't that mean it has to be him? Right, it could still be him, right? Oh, yeah, he has to be saying the truth. I mean, not up here. Other thing. Right side is more. I am 1 card from the closest evil. That makes sense. That's evil. So you seem to be telling the truth so far. He is a real bombardier. Okay. Right side is more evil. Good villager is corrupted. What are the things? The mind that disguise. go Druid. Let's pick Plague Doctor, Bombardier, and this Druid. Among 8, 7, and 3, there is a Plague Doctor. Okay. Then, let's do same thing, 8, 7, 3, Druid. Okay, so definitely is a Plague Doctor. So this guy, definitely true. I think. And then you guys are also telling the truth, I think. Then. Meaning, this is not a real Bombardier. Because there definitely is a doppelganger. Because I can see doppelganging happening. And if you're both saying this is true, I think this means you have to be lying too. Oops. Right side is more evil. That would align with that. Number 3 could be Twin Minion. I think that's true. Yeah. Yeah. Poisoner, Witch, Law. Okay. 6, 3, or 7 is evil. Or actually, yeah, let's go. Not just corrupted, they're evil. Number 5 is good. Okay, I'm just saying that these people are telling the truth so far. Just because. Number 5 was affected by an evil. Okay, so if you're telling the truth, then you're corrupted. Which could be true because you're away from 1, like next to 1. There are no corrupted characters. We both can't be telling the truth, which makes sense. I'm 1 card from a corrupted character. That would also make sense. Okay. Between 5, 8, and 1, there is a minion, villager, and outcast. 8, 5, 1. What are the possible outcasts? Only possible... They don't disguise themselves, though, so you're just lying. Yeah. Yeah, you're just lying. What? Oh, you're corrupted. Okay. That makes sense. Never mind. Sorry. Sorry, my guy. Wait, so then you're telling the truth. Wait, he's saying that you were affected by an evil. Well, you're just lying. Don't be lying out here. Wait, that means 4 is lying too, because no one else can be affected in such a way. Yeah. Okay. 6, 3, or 7. Okay, so you're telling the truth. Makes sense. I think you're probably the Bombardier. Nine could be Ba. Ba is in, so I think that makes it true. That's what that means. Okay, yeah. At night, kill a random unrevealed character. Deal 2 damage to you. That's rude. There are no corrupted characters, okay. I have 1 card, so you both can't be telling the truth. Would also apply something like this. 8, 3, or 9 is evil. 1 is dead, so I don't think he's evil. Oh, it says it's random. Okay, so he still could be evil. I don't think so. Okay. I'm 2 cards from the closest evil. Okay, that could be true. I am the original Baker. Wait, there's no one that corrupts, so you were lying. Oh yeah, okay. So if he's saying he's 2 away, that would be either... I mean, more likely, or he's evil. I am the original baker. There are no corrupted characters. You are lying. Number 4 is saying truth. Okay. Who else is in this? But this can't be evil. Meaning this has to be evil, unless you're both lying. Unless you're lying, I mean. Wait, how are there 4 evils? There are only 3 evil things. What? I'm confused. Okay, I think you're lying. Right. Because if you're saying they're saying the truth, okay, 8, 3, or 9 is evil. She was a real poet. Real liar. So if they're saying they're telling the truth, which tracks, so I think then you're evil. And then one of you has to be the puppet. I am the original baker. There are no corrupted characters. Wait, but the puppet can't lie, so they wouldn't be the original baker. So I think it has to be the poet then. Yeah. Oh my god. I don't know what that was, but it got weird. Yay! 64! Hookah. I think we do this last round, and then we went to see what the other mode is. You're telling me the number 3 is evil? Okay, so if you're telling the truth, this guy evil. I'm the original baker, no evils adjacent to me. I'm 1 card away from the corrupted character, okay? That would be implying that she's corrupted. Also implying that they are not. I think I'll do this. Okay, so yeah, that was just true. She don't lie. No. I think it's rude that I lose health. But it matters. I don't think the health matters. But I still don't like it. Okay, I am Dizzy. Twin minion is 2 cards from the closest evil. Between 2, 6, and 3, there is a minion, outcast, and villager. 2, 6, and 3. What are the possible outcasts? Okay, that's possible because it could be disguised. And also, I don't know what this one is anyway. So you could be telling the truth, my guy. There's only 1 paradiddle. That makes sense. 8 is a real bishop. Okay, so if you tell truth, you tell truth. I would put... That also just makes sense. 1 is evil. 9, 2, or 6. Right side is more evil. Twin minion is 2 cards away from the closest evil. They can't... You and you cannot both be telling the truth. I feel like it's 2 and 3. No, it can't be 2 and 3. Is there anything that corrupts? Okay, besides the drunk, no. Okay, between 2, 6, and Dominion, Outcast, and Villager. I think it's 7 and 3. Because, okay, there's only one pair of evil. If 6 is corrupted, that would be them as a pair, right? I'm just gonna kill. Okay, Twin Minion is 2 cards from the closest evil. Right side is more evil. Okay, I think, okay, so if this is true, between 2, 6, and 3 is a Minion, Outcast, and Villager. So if you're telling the truth, well, he could be the Minion, I guess, but then this guy would not be telling the truth. Twin Minion is 2 cards away from the closest evil. I think it's 7. Right? Twin Minion is 2 cards away from the closest evil. Oh, I'm dumb. Right? Oh. I'm just gonna play the other version. See what it is. Endless. Increased difficulty. Every village is randomized. More challenge. Oh, it's just like, okay. We'll see. Was it rush 2? Oh no. That's the next night. Okay. So we've got a drunk, so a shaman, a minion, and a Aurelius. Okay, so the only person that can be corrupted is the drunk. Everyone else should be themselves. I am good. Good for you. I cured 0 corruptions. That makes sense. You so far not lying. I was a baker. You are a baker. That's weird. There's only 1 pair of evil. Between 2 and 3, there's a Minion and Villager. 2 and 3. So you're just saying I'm good and this is evil. Which makes sense. So far. I was a baker. Why are you saying I was a baker? You are a baker. There's only 1 pair of evil. Okay, so you guys are corroborating. That makes sense. Closest evil is counterclockwise. Well, these people are definitely not evil. Wait, no, wait. Actually, I think they still can be evil. I don't remember. There's only 1 baker. But when they were it, they say I was the original baker. I was a baker? That's so weird. Okay, so I'm gonna kill this guy. Yeah, okay. So you definitely were telling the truth. Closest evil is counterclockwise. That could be true, but I don't really think that is. I think you're lying too. Yeah, okay, so then that makes you liar. Because why, like, yeah, why are they saying I am a baker? That makes no sense. Actually, I was a baker, or I was the original baker. That's how it says. Okay, so Ba, Poisoner, Twin Minion, Doppelganger, Wretch, and Drunk. Okay, so there's like 2 possible corrupted. I am the original baker. 2 or 8 is a poisoner. Just saying, okay. 4 or 5 is a twin minion. I was a jester. I jest. Between 4, 5, and 6, there is an outcast villager and minion. So 4, that could be 5, and what's 6? Is there a doppelganger? Yeah, this just makes sense to me, so I think you're telling the truth. So I think 5 would be a doppelganger. If so. You're saying so. I guess, and there is no wretch. two evils adjacent to me. So you're saying both these guys are evil. But I also think you're evil. Okay. So... one... not both. Two evils adjacent to me. Okay. Big blue. I'm gonna pick green or red people, I guess. Okay, so he has to say one of them is evil. If not, then he is definitely evil. Between 8, 7, and 9, there are no evils. That can't be true. Therefore, I think he is lying. Unless he's corrupted. Can he be corrupted? Yes. So she could be telling the truth and then corrupted. Do we want to just start shooting? There's a lot of 5s. Shoot 5. So far, not the truth, actually. If you're telling the truth, you have to. She's not. Oh, so bad. Tear and release. Okay. There are no evils adjacent to me. Which makes sense. I am good. Okay. 5 is good. Who is there? We said a puppeteer. A doppelganger. There are 2 bombardiers, so that makes sense. So one of them is definitely lit up. Yeah, we just leave those alone. I think this means 7, 5, and 3 have to be lying. Okay, well, let's go. We know you're good. And also we know these guys are good. Is 2 or 4 evil? True. Well, you're lying. What? 4 is evil? Unless she's corrupted. It means 5 is also evil. It means 7 is evil. Okay. Poisoner and a puka. I have 1 card from the corrupted character. I'm dizzy, so you're saying that which goes well with that. 5 is evil. I was a poet. A liar. I am the original maker. It seems like it's telling the truth. But if she's corrupted, so I think we go. 7 is saying truth. only one poet. So one of you has to be lying, right? One of them has to be lying. I'm more conditioned to believe these two are lying, because this one is corrupted, so that guaranteed is true. And you're saying you're one away from a corrupted character? I think that's true. So I think 6 and 5. I mean 6 and 7. Prisoner Minion Williams. Good. 2 is good. Tier 1 corruption, I am good. This is supposedly saying that they killed Plato. These are good. Which means he is implying that, like, either the judge... I think this would have to be the judge, then. Because he can only do these two. Okay. So they definitely are good. Definitely not dead. Then... you probably aren't either, because you're telling the truth. I just don't believe this bitch. Yeah, he has to be lying. Yeah, liar. I think the fortune teller has to be the other one. Everyone else is telling the truth. Yeah. Minion Apuka. Doppelganger from the plague. Okay. Two plague doctors, okay. There are no evils adjacent to me. Number 7 is a real plague doctor. I'm 2 cards away from the corrupted character, which would be either... I was a dreamer. We have a dreamer on the board, so... So either she's lying or the other guy is lying. I think... I'm 2 characters away from a corrupted character. No, that would put her being the liar, if he's telling the truth. Number 3 is not corrupted. Ooh, so you lying, unless you're saying she is. Number 5 is evil. 8 is corrupted. Does that make sense? 2 is a real slayer. Yeah, it makes sense. Oh! Wait, so then 7 was lying. Oops, not 7. This one was lying, sorry. I did the wrong way. I'm so stupid. Okay. Let's lock in. Counselor Ba. Between 6, 4, and 7, there is a minion, outcast, and villager. 6. I'm the original baker. I was a poet. And 7, yeah. Counselor is 1 card, coming close to sea water. plague doctor, and a doppelganger. Also no bombardier. What? Oh no, there's a bombardier. Never mind. Let me think about this. One villager becomes an outcast role. Sit next to an outcast. But it's also saying, you're saying that they're both next to each other anyway. Okay, between 6, 4, 7, there's a minion, outcast, and villager. Could that be true? Yeah, one of them could be the doppelganger, which actually one of them probably is a doppelganger. Right, and his doppelganging. Okay. I think that just doesn't make sense. So maybe oh. Couldn't kill one. So either they're telling the truth. Unless they're corrupted. They are next to each other. So I think this guy's good. I think you're good too. I've just decided that I believe you. Wait, what do I think? I think it's 4. Oh. Do we want to YOLO? Go 6 or 7? Probably shouldn't do that. I could kill one. I'm the original maker. I think that's true. I'm so dumb! Makes way more sense for them both to be evil than yeah, that makes more sense. Puppeteer Puka. I was a baker. You are a baker. So I think they say I was the original baker. Okay, I should stop doing stuff. Okay, that was corrupted. I need to stop. Okay, right side is more evil. 7 is a real bombardier. 8 or 6 is a puppeteer. Okay. No evils adjacent to me. So you're saying good, good, which tracks. 8 or 7 is a puppeteer. I mean, 8 or 6 is a puppeteer. But, yeah. Okay. It's alive. Yeah. So then either the Slayer or the Bombardier. You're saying 7. You're saying it's a real bombardier. You're saying the right side is more evil. I mean, this side. I don't really believe that. 8 or 6 is a puppeteer, so you were telling the truth. 8 is a puppeteer. You seem to be telling the truth too, then. So I don't think it's this. So I think you were probably... yeah. Boopity boop. Only a puka. Wait, puka did. I am dizzy, so you are probably either corrupted. Puka is 1 card from the closest evil. There are no evils adjacent to me. Well, you're lying. There are no minions. That's true. You know why. Yeah, I think the lover has to be evil. Yeah. What? Oh. Okay. Poisoner and Puka. cards from the closest evil. You got some suspicion on you. You got some suspicion on you. Closest evil is clockwise. That 6 is a real demographic. Number 7 is good. So these so far are like, yeah. 2, 1, or 7 is evil. 2, 1, or 7. Yeah, that tracks. Because then, if you're telling the truth, then he's lying. Which I kind of just think you're lying. Okay, so there's possible drunk, doppelganger, and plague doctor. It's 3. I couldn't kill 3, so I think 2 and 2 and 3 can't be evil if you're not evil. So if they're both evil, they just both can't be evil. So then you're lying. You lie. You don't lie. You tell the truth. 2, 1, or 7. So then you're saying it's good. Okay, it is. So I think you have to be lying. Yeah, you're the hookah. Okay, then you're corrupted, and you're corrupted. Doesn't it have to be 5 then? I think it has to be. Number 1 is not corrupted. But you're corrupted too, so that makes sense. Huh? Unless you're just lying. You could just be lying. Huh? Oh. I did it kind of bad. Puppeteer, Shaman, Lilius. I should really get some more nails and try to fix my chair. Or just buy a new chair. I cured 2 corruptions. There are people that can corrupt. No. So you lying. So either Boopity Boop is evil. One of them. 2, 8, or 6 is evil. But also, they can't lie. So if it is the Empress, that is true still. 2, 8, and 6. I am 1 card from the closest evil. That seems to be true so far, because the wretch, yes. Okay, let's pick 2 characters, or 3 people that we know are evil. Or no. We know you're evil. You're evil. Then we pick. Okay, yeah. Puppet. Ooh, not the puppet. Wait, which means the other guy's the puppet, right? This guy has to puppet. Random adjacent player becomes a puppet. Yeah. So you have to be. I don't want to do it though. Have to be. Don't you? There are no characters, yeah. Why did you lie? Why are you lying? Hold on. Counselor and Lilius. Okay, let's say you're telling the truth. 3 is good. Lilius is 2 cards from the closest evil. So they're 2 away. 1 is evil. 1, 5, or 8. 1 or 6 is a counselor. Okay. Say you're telling the truth. Put some sposh. 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 Okay. 1 is evil, 2, 5, or 1. Okay, we got a lot of 1s. So let's go fortune teller. Pick 1 and 7. Is 1 or 7 evil? True. Ugh. Does that mean they were lying, though? Because that confuses me. Because is 1 or 7 evil? Yeah. 7 is evil. I don't understand how this works. I think it's 5. It makes sense. Oh. Let's try to get to 1500. Oops, I forgot about that. Let's get to 1500. Okay, that's our goal. Okay, I am 3 cards from a corrupted character, so that would be either Boop, Oops, Boop, or Boop. There are no evils adjacent to me, so you're saying you're good. I cured 0 corruptions. Now, well, you suck at your job. Okay. Okay, no, 2 people can be corrupted. Okay. Evils are not adjacent to each other. Okay. There are 2 pairs of evils. Well, okay. So one of you is lying. Because it can't both be true. Okay. I'm 3 cards from a corrupted character. That's either boopity boop or the boop. So let's say if you are corrupted, number 4 is not corrupted. I mean, they could be corrupted. But you're saying you cured 0? Well, he is dead, so... Okay. Jester. So we're gonna pick someone that we know is either... We don't know if anyone's lying or telling the truth yet. Wait. I think... Wait. One of them is lying. So between 4 and 8, we know someone is lying. So I think we just pick one of those. So let's go 4. Who else do we think? I think 4 is more likely. So wait. You have to be lying if they're not lying. And then, let's say you. Between 4, 9, and 6, there are 3 evils. You're saying those are all the evil. That could be true. But you're saying you're 3 away from a corrupted character, and you're just saying they're evil. Well, they could be corrupted. Or is not corrupted. I don't know if I believe you. Okay, let's pick 2 people. Or let's go 4 and 6, because if you're saying both of them are evil, it's 4 evil. You're saying yes. Okay, let's do that then. Yeah, okay. 4, 9. Oh, that wasn't true. Well, he's corrupted though, I think, right? Actually, I don't know. I'm confused. But you're not 3. I don't know. What the fuck? I feel like I'm stupid, you guys. Am I stupid? Okay. Twin minion Puka. Closest evil is counterclockwise. 2 evils adjacent to me, so you're saying they're evil and they're evil. 6 or 2 is a twin minion. Okay. So you also have a little susposh and a little susposh. 8 or 6 is a twin minion. You have a little susposh too. I am dizzy. You just are evil. In some way. Could be corrupted. Wait, what are the things again? Okay, so there's possibly 3 people who are corrupted. Possible. guaranteed, though. Okay. I think... Okay, wait. You're saying 5 is a real oracle. You definitely are evil or corrupted. So I think if I go... Wait, what did I cast again? And a bombardier. Yeah, but there is no bombardier. Huh? What? Well, I guess there's always one extra, right? Isn't there? I don't know. I'm stupid. Okay. Between 3, 6, and 5, there is a plague doctor. Okay, so you're saying this guy, for real, he ain't telling the truth. I mean, he's not lying. 2 evils adjacent to me. Well, she could just be corrupted. So I think that would just make her corrupted, right? If he is a plague doctor, as she is saying, then that would make her corrupted. Number 7 is evil, which tracks. So you're just evil. Well, maybe, I don't know. 2 is corrupted. Which means this information is not necessarily true. Okay. Which I actually think you're just telling the truth. Okay. Closest evil is counterclockwise, which that aligns with that too. 8 or 6 is a twin minion. 8. Okay. 6 or 2 is a twin minion. I think 2 is just corrupted, so I think 6 would be the minion. If it's not 8. But you're saying number 5 is a real oracle. So obviously you could be lying too. There's only 2 liars, and you're a liar, definitely. But, could be corrupted. So I think we kill 6. Just corrupted. 6 is a minion. So I think you're lying then. Right? And you're corrupted? But you're saying 7 is evil and not corrupted. Yeah, she is, okay. But then 5 is corrupted. You're just corrupted, but you're not evil, bruh. But you're evil. Yeah, okay. Patir and Lilius. Also drunk. Okay, between 2, 7, and 1. It's okay. Number 7 was affected by an evil. So if you're telling the truth, well, that doesn't really matter, you're corrupted, it doesn't matter. There are 2 pairs of evil, so 2 people next to each other. I am Dizzy, you are evil. 8, 1 or 2 is evil, but not all. Unless you're lying, obviously. In the game. He's a puppeteer at Lilius. Wait, you're just definitely evil. Yeah. And there are 2 pairs of evil. Meaning all of them are next to each other. So that, if you're telling the truth, it would be these 2. Because you obviously wouldn't be talking about yourself. But you're saying number 7 was affected by an evil, which means it would have to be on this side, because you have to be next to them to be affected by an evil. And, which would mean you're lying. But you can't be lying. Or maybe they're both lying, but or no, you're lying. I think it's just them two. I don't know why you would tell the truth. Wait, 8, 1, or 2 is evil. 2 is lying. Okay, between 2, 7, and 1, there's a... Okay, well, that's an outcast, so that makes sense. Yeah, I believe. Then... Okay, yeah. And then you're telling the truth, too. And you're lying. Yeah. This is fun. Shaman and a puka. Shaman puka. Puka shama. Okay, 5 or 8. 5, 8, or 4 is evil. Number 4 is a real medium. Number 3 is a real medium, okay? Y'all just corroborating each other's stories over here. Okay. Evils are not adjacent to each other. I was a baker. Why are you saying it like that? That sounds suspicious. I was the original baker. I am the original baker. See, that makes sense. You weren't was a baker. That doesn't make sense. You're a wretch. Okay. 5, 8, or 4. 8, 5, 4. So yeah, I'm suspicious of... And then, let's go one more. Between 8, 9, and 7, there is 1 evil. That could be true, because you could be the one... Okay. Which would put it more on 5 or 4. They can't... Well... I think it has to be 5. Because evils are not adjacent to each other. If you're telling the truth, which, okay, I guess you could be lying too, actually, never mind. Okay, if it's true, then it has to be 5, because this cannot be true and 4 be evil, because then 3 is evil. Unless it's corrupted. Oh, actually, I guess that could be true. Okay, that could be true. But I think you're lying, because what do you mean, I was a baker? They don't talk like that. They don't do that. Are you corrupted, or are you just lying? So number 6 is corrupted, number 3 is evil. That would make sense. It could be 1 and 3. Okay, let me think about this. So this is definitely evil. So 5, 8, and 4 is evil. 8 is not evil. We already established that. You good. So then if 5 is evil, I think it has to be 5 or 4, but I think it's 5. Ooh, it's so hard to tell, actually, now that I think about it. It's one of them, I don't know. One of them is corrupted, one of them is hit. Okay. Puppeteer and Puka. I am dizzy. Puka is 1 card from the closest evil. Puka and I literally just brought Puka and Puppeteer. So it can be 2 corrupted people, or no, 3 possible, and then also a Puppeteer. So there's 3 evils. Well, there is. You're just saying that number 2 is evil. If you're telling the truth, and, well, 8 is probably not good. Which 8 is not good, so you just are lying anyway. Right side is more evil. Right side is more evil. Makes sense. I think it might be all of them. Two is saying the truth? That doesn't make sense, right? Okay, wait. I think. You definitely are either evil or corrupted. So I think it's like these four. It's something within that. Yeah, okay. Wait a minute. Oh wait, no, that makes sense. They're telling, well, that means you're lying then. What? I think I'm stupid. Okay, we're gonna get to 1,000. Hookah. Left side is more evil, so you're saying it's on the left. I'm good. Well, I guess more evil. 7 is good. Okay, you seem to be telling the truth. And 1 card from the closest evil. You seem to be telling the truth, because, yeah. Wait. If we believe this, we believe it's on this side. And then that one of them is lying. Or unless you're lying. I think you might be lying. To be a better way to do it. Among 2, 4, and 7, there's 1 evil. Okay, so if you're telling the truth, that would mean that you are also telling the truth. And I think then that you would have to be lying? Or them? But 7 is good. But that's also true. Unless 3 is lying. But that would make so that this is not true. So it has to be 5 or 6. What? Oh, because he's corrupted. I'm so stupid. Lock in. Twin Minion and Lilius. One card from the closest evil. Okay, that makes sense. You're evil. Okay, so they're next together. I am adjacent. Okay, yeah. I cured 0 corruptions. Can anyone corrupt? Well, there's the drunk, but you can't cure that. Okay, so that makes sense. Right side is more evil. Okay, wait. Couldn't kill one. Oh wait, there are no corrupted characters, except for the drunk. Huh? I don't understand how this information could be true. I couldn't kill one, but you're not evil. So that means one is not evil. But you're saying right side is more evil. This is the right side. Oh, it shows me which one's the right. What they mean by that, okay. But you're saying Lilius is one card away from the closest evil, so I think that means you're lying then. Because they can't both be lying. Okay, if this is true, then it would have to be one of these two. But then for him to be true, it would have to be this. But it's not this, which means he's lying. And it can't be her, because if he's telling the truth and it's one card away, but she would, yeah, so I think it has to be him. Yeah. Why? Tessie, Minion, and a Puka. That's my motherfucking friend. Okay. All these suck. Closest evil is clockwise. Okay, I think we go Druid first. Wait, let me see. What is that? A wrecked net plague. Wait, why is there? I don't understand. Okay. Plague Doctor. Okay, so you probably are telling the truth. Good. Wait. You're saying, okay, so if you're telling the truth, evil. Well, not evil, but corrupted in some way. Okay. I don't believe you, girl. One could be Minion. I feel like I believe that. Right, that makes sense. So I kind of think this is Puka, this is Minion, and then this is just corrupted. Number 7 is not corrupted. Seven or 6 evil true. 4 or 5 evil true. I think it has to be 1 and 8. Or, but he's saying it's not corrupted, so I think it has to be 7 and 1? 7 and 8? Wait, so then you're evil too? Because 1 could be a Puka? I'm so confused. Yeah, because you were wrong about what it was. That is true. But no, I think they're just corrupted. And it's still 8. Yeah. We're gonna get to 1,000. Witch and a ball. Witch and a ball? Both sides are equally evil. So 1-on-1. 2 is a real druid. So you're saying I'm chill. There is a doppelganger and a drunk. There is no wretch. That's just a random. This guy. Okay. Among this doppelganger. Okay, that makes sense. How would I do that? Oh, it's helpful. I don't understand. Among 6, 7, and 4, there are no outcasts. I don't understand how this works. Because, okay, when number 6 says number 2 is a real druid, does that mean, like, it was a druid, like, in this sense? Or was it a doppelganger that got turned into a druid? Because, like, does that count? No, I disguised as a good villager currently in play. Which means both of these statements can, like, all 3 of these statements cannot be true. Because, okay, among 6, 7, and 4, there are no outcasts. So, number 4 is saying that I'm not the doppelganger and I'm the real druid. And then among 4, 2, and 7, they're saying there is a doppelganger. So I think you are lying. Because these corroborate each other. Which just makes sense. Oh, I guess unless 7 is the doppelganger, but that doesn't make sense either. Well, I guess the drunk could be role-playing. I know. No, as a random not-in-play villager. Yeah. Yeah, so no. So it wouldn't be that. It would be that you're probably just lying. But why would you be lying? Unless you're, because you're corrupted? Because you're next to someone who's lying? So, you're evil? Is that what we're putting down? I don't get this. Verse 2 lying? Is 2 and 6 lying? What? Oh my god! How am I so bad? I need to stop leaning on my chair. I literally almost fell over again and probably knocked all my shit over again. Okay, Puppeteer, Counselor, Lilius. I'm 3 cards away from corrupted character. So, put some sus. 3 cards from the closest evil. Puppet is 1 card from the closest evil, that makes sense. Because that's just how it is. 10 is good. Okay. I am 1 card from the closest evil. So you're putting some sus. Well, this can't really be evil. So you're saying this. This does make sense. Okay, yeah. And then Lilius is 3 cards away from the closest evil. Makes it either 1, 5. So that would be 1. Wait, but if 4 is corrupted, that would mean 3. Oh no, it could be a random one. Okay, no, never mind. So he probably good. Wait, 1, 2, 3. I think it has to be her. She's telling the truth too. Oh, okay. Okay. I think it's probably the knight. Knight can't die anyway. So, yeah. Oh, wait, there's one more. Who's the other guy? Oh, the counselor. Yes. Oh wait, you're lying. Lilius is not 3 cards away. Shaman, Witch, Lilius. Ugh, this sucks. I can't even reveal one, and then I'm gonna have to... Ugh. I am good. I am good. I am busy. 2 evils adjacent to me. I cured 1 corruption. Other things? Okay, could be true. Unlikely, though, I feel like. So one of these would have to be the Plague Doctor. Actually, it has to be these 2, and... Yeah, I think it has to be... Light! That was so easy. Light work. Twin minion and a Puka. Puka shell. I don't understand Puka shell. Or, I don't understand a lot of, like... I guess I just don't like minimalism. What else? You do you, boo. I am the original baker. That makes sense. I was a judge. Could be true. Evils are not adjacent to each other. Right side is more evil. I am the original baker. You guys can't both be the original baker. Come on. Don't lie. I was a scout. Okay. A lot of bakers. Puka is 3 cards away from the closest evil. Could be true. I was an enlightened. Why are there so many bakers? They get such liars. Okay, so each of them is like 1 way. So, okay. Either you boop boop boop, one of them is 1, and then one of them is, yeah, so it has to be out of this. Why are they saying the right side is more evil? That means there has to be a corrupted character at least. But also that would imply that neither of these are the baker. Which I think... These are not adjacent to each other. But I think you're lying. Well, it can't be both of them. And this be true. So wait, if you tell them the truth, and you're saying the right side is more evil, but I think it has to be some of the bakers. There was a judge. I think what it is okay. The Puka is definitely on the right side and therefore has corrupted some people. So I think it has to be in some way like this. Right? Ugh. Wait. What? Oh, actually, that makes sense. I think, maybe. You know what? Never mind. I don't like this game. Ugh. Okay, let's go. Witch and Lilius. Those are the worst ones. Actually, no, I don't really know. I'm actually kind of bad, you guys. Okay, I cured one corruption. Sure you did, buddy. There's only one pair of evil, so they're next to each other, is what you're saying. Number 7 is good. And they don't really do anything. Therefore... Wait, I cured one corruption? Oh, but there's a plague doctor, so he could have done that. If 8 was, or 8 or 7 was the plague doctor, and then one of these guys. That could be true. You're saying 7 is good, so that could have been the plague doctor. Who do we want to pick? Go 3, I guess? Could be a witch. I don't understand the dreamer thing. Oh yeah. Okay, let's make the Slayer kill. Couldn't kill 3, so it's not... So you're saying they're good. Oops. Well, they both could be evil, actually. Just makes sense. And you're saying 7 is good, that would be correct. Correct. Yeah, it's just 3 and 2. Oops. I do. Ooh. Wait, they are telling the truth. Okay, never mind. Truth. Truth and truth. Does that mean you're lying, then? Yeah. I think it has to be 3. Yes. Okay. There's only one pair of evil. Meaning it has to be 5 or 7. They're saying 7 is good. Well, actually, it can't be both of them. So it can't be 7. Because if it's 7, then 5 is lying. So it means it has to be 5. Unless 4 is lying. 4 is lying. What? How am I so dumb? Okay, we're gonna get to 1,000 at least. If we don't, well... What's the point of life? Okay. I also think I'm just, like, becoming... like, mad. It's making me not want to think. Okay. Closest evil is equidistant. Closest evil is equidistant. Oh. Okay. 1, 8, and 9. There is an outcast, villager, and minion. So 1... That would mean one of you is lying. Which could be true. Wait, actually there's no doppelganger, but there is a drunk. So could be telling the truth. And that would mean... You are probably the drunk then. And then one of them would be villager, one of them would be evil. So let's put some, yeah. Okay, sussy sus. 6, 8, or 4 is evil. 6. Eight or 4. Okay, among 8, 9, and 1, there is a drunk. Okay, so I concur, agree. Therefore, 8 is probably the drunk. Meaning 6, 8, or 4 is evil. I mean, 6 or 4 is evil. 4 is good. But you're probably evil, bruh. So I don't really trust ya. But he could be the other villager. And then 9 is, minion. That could be true. Okay, closest evil is equidistant. Okay, equidistant. Meaning it can't be next to him. Because if they're telling the truth. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That would mean it's 3 or 4. But you're saying definitively that one of them is it. Which means you would have to be lying. Wait, what? Wait. Because both these statements cannot be true. One of you is lying. Closest evil is equidistant. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, therefore I do not think... Okay, so I think probably lying. So that would be... Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be equidistant from this, and that would mean he's telling the truth, Also, 6, 8, or 4 is evil. Yeah. That would be 8 be evil. And then you're saying 4 is good. That makes sense. So I think it has to be 8. What? Wait, so then you're lying. Right? Can you, then? Right? Okay, closest evil is equidistant. 1, 2, 3. I mean 4. 2, 3, 4. Which mean you're saying one of these is evil. Which is more likely that 4 is evil, I think. What the fuck? Okay. We need to lock in. Indian and Ba. One evil is adjacent to me. Number 1 is good. 8, 4, or 6 is evil. I was a jester. 5, 8, or 2 is evil. 8 or 7 is a minion. There's a lot of 8s. Okay. I think we go... There are no evils? Okay, let's say we believe you. If we believe you, then... we don't believe you. That would mean you have to be evil. Right? Wait. No. If we believe him, yes. If we believe them too, which is what we're saying. And then this would be true, and this would be true, and this would be the minion. And then you're just telling the truth. Yeah. 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 Liddy. Okay. here, Shaman, Ba. And one card for the closest evil, so either Boopty Boop. Well, that would just be him. 9 is a real hunter. Is you're saying the truth? Okay, you're saying that you're the original baker. I was a scout. Okay, one of you guys lying. I think there's only one baker. Well, there is a doppelganger, so I guess the doppelganger became the baker. Actually, I guess all that could be true. I'll just unmark them. All this, I think, can be true. Okay. Oh no, we're still suspicious. I was an empress, I was an empress, I was a scout. Okay. There are 2 same village roles in current... Oh, actually, yeah. There also could be... Was an empress. Okay, this makes sense. All the bakers make sense, actually. There's 4 evils. I don't understand how you're supposed to use if any of them is evil. Like, that's not really very helpful. I guess it's more helpful to see if they're lying. So, he definitely is evil. Yeah, so then you're lying. Because he is evil. Unless you're corrupted. But you can't really be corrupted, right? With the people that we have. Well, the Plague Doctor. I don't think there is a Plague Doctor. Yeah, okay. Meaning, you are either a puppeteer, or you are the puppet. I mean, you're the puppet, or you're the puppet. You're saying 9 is a real hunter. I kind of believe that. And I think we kill 7 with the Slayer. I couldn't kill 7, so you're probably evil too. Unless 9 is it, but I doubt that. I think it's 7 and 4. Ooh, it's not 4. Okay, so then 4 is good. Meaning it has to be 9 and... 9, 5, 6? No. Well, it has to be 9, because you're the puppeteer. Well, then... You have to be lying, then. And then someone else. Who else is lying? This is the hard part. Because there's really just no way for me to know from this. It's kind of just a guess, I think. Well, one of you has to be the original baker, so I think you're probably telling the truth. I was a scout, I was an empress. I'm gonna say you're lying just because someone else is also saying that. Well, I was wrong. Oh! 4 can still be lying because he's saying I can't kill them, but this is because you're not the Slayer. Poisoner, Minion, and Puka. Okay. I am dizzy. You are evil. There is only 1 pair of evil, okay? Number 3 is good. So you're saying they're good. You're saying number 9 is a real jester. So far, these are the people that we're saying are good. Closest evil is counterclockwise. Well, you're either corrupted or lying, because you got a buddy right there. There's only 1 pair of evil. That would make sense if these 2 are evil, or like, / corrupted. Therefore, think we want to just... And then we go boop, boop. Someone else. Who else do we... We'll be uncertain on. I guess we can go 4. Among 1, 2, and 4, there are 0 evils. Okay, so you're evil too. Do-do-do. Okay, then I think we just have the Slayer kill someone. I couldn't kill 1. So 1 is not. The 1 is probably just corrupted. Well, you're lying. Yeah, 8 is lying. So, definitely evil, evil, evil. So I think it's these 3. Ooh, wait, then 3 is lying. What? Poisoner and Bob. Okay, I need to pay attention. Okay, so you're telling the truth, you're telling the truth, maybe. 3, 4, or 5 is evil. Okay, between 7, 5, and 2. 7 is the Oracle, they're saying. 5 is a Dreamer. 2 is an Empress. This could be true. Either the drunk or the doppelganger. Actually, not the doppelganger, because... there's no 2 things. Yeah, okay, so not the doppelganger. They could be the drunk. Okay. Bot is 1 card from the closest evil, so at least there's 1 pair. 1 is a poisoner. Then the right side is more evil. Okay. One could be poisoner. Makes sense. What did I do? Aren't any of them are evil. So, do we have a character that we know is good or know is evil? No. Okay. Am I so... Look at me. What should we do? What do we want a fortune tell? Because it's definitely probably 8 or 1. I'm more leaning on 1. But, like, they could be lying. You're saying the right side is more evil. And you're saying bot is 1 card from the closest evil. You're saying they're next to each other. Well, actually, wait. If they are next to each other. Wait. Let me go like this. If you're telling the truth, then you can't be telling the truth. I think it's 1 and 2. Ooh. Okay, so then if you're telling the truth, then okay, so this is true. Meaning you're lying. In some way. Also means you're probably lying. Also you, right? Because... What? I think it's 7 and 5. Never if I had evil. False. But you're saying that's true. Because you're saying number 8 is a real fortune teller. So that's true. Okay, which means this could be true. Oh, I keep forgetting about corruptions. Minion, shaman, barbarian. So bad. Four and 3. That just makes sense. Seems to fly. That's an outcast. One of them could be a villager, one of them could be minion. Okay. So one of y'all's is suspicious. Minion is one card from the closest evil. Is there more than one minion? Oh, they mean minion. It's one card from the closest evil. These track if they're both next to each other. But can't be true if this is true. So either both of them are lying or you're lying. You're saying between 1, 4, and 2 there are no evils. Is anyone corrupt? No one corrupts except for the drunk. So the drunk... Let me see if that could be true. Let's see if this makes sense. Between 2, 4, and 3, there's a villager, outcast, and minion. Okay, they would be the minion, outcast, villager. We want to pick 2 characters that we think are the same. Right? Wait, what? Or no, we want 1 good character, 1 evil. Yeah, I think this is just true. Yay. Just a hookah. I am dizzy. Does the hookah corrupt? Hookah corrupts. Okay, so not necessarily you. You're saying 1 is good? 5 is a real slayer? Well, if you're dizzy, it has to be either 5 or 6. I mean, 5 or 1. So it's one of the 3. So these both can't be true. Number 1 is lying. Yeah. Poisoner, minion, Ba. I'm 2 cards away from the corrupted character. Possible? Closest evil is equidistant. Meaning 1, 2, 3, 4. Or 1, 2, 3, 4. Which you are saying that you're dizzy, so does does corrupt. Does cooperate. Between 7, 8, and 6. 7, 8, and 6. There's an outcast. Could be the drunk, so could be telling the truth. Between 5, 4, and 2. 5, 4, 2. You can't be both telling the truth. One of you could be. Or is saying the truth. This does make sense. You're saying there are no outcasts among them. If you're telling the truth and you're telling the truth, then you're lying. I think it's more likely that you're telling the truth, you're lying, and you're lying. Yeah, I think it would be 1, 8, and 6. Wait. So the poisoner poisons next to him. Or the poisoner is just corrupted. Wait, but between 7, 8, and 6, there's outcast, minion, and villager. So wait, let me put the knight down. Wait, so then you were telling the truth. Is a poisoner a minion? Yeah. Wait, so that would mean you're just corrupted? Well, for saying the truth, you're lying right there. Oh wait, no, 4. This is 4, never mind. But you're saying 7, 8, and 6. One is an outcast, one is a minion, one is a villager. We've already got the minion. What? Wait, he could be corrupted. But they definitely are corrupted or evil. Because they're saying that they are. Oh, but they're probably drunk. And then that would be the other outcast. That would be the outcast, and then you're the villager. Okay, that makes sense. And then 2 would probably be evil. Yeah, because you're saying it's equidistant. And you're not even next to a poisoner. Liar. What? Oh, I'm so stupid. I don't get this. It's so bad. Gotta get to 1,000. Poisoner and Lilius. Okay, 2 evils adjacent to me. So you're saying this is evil, this is evil. I am 1 card from the closest evil. So you're saying either all saying. So basically, all y'all saying, well, some of us is evil. One of us, there's an evil person over here. Definitely. 1, 7, or 3. But not both of them. So if you're telling the truth, then you're lying. this is definitely good, because they're bad. Who the evils good? Poisoner. Among 1, 3, and 4, there's 1 evil. Oh, I like that. Why did I do that? It's dumb. But this does cooperate with this. Which would imply that you're lying, but maybe just corrupted. And then, if you're telling the truth, they'll put more on him. So I think he's probably evil. 3 is probably evil. And then you're just corrupted. Yeah. You're saying 1 is evil. At least. I think both of them are, to be honest. Yeah, I think it's 8 and 3. Yeah. Poisoner and Lilius. And 2 cards from the closest evil. Can't do that. 2 evils adjacent to me. Only 1 evil pair. You're saying 1 person is next. They're both next to each other, is what you're saying. Which, if this is true, this is not true. Number 5 is a real knitter. Is she a real knitter? Okay, 1 of these is probably an outcast. That's wrong. Well, actually, I guess there doesn't have to be an outcast. 1 of them could just be evil. They, so far, are both saying you're evil. That would make sense if you're the poisoner, because then she would be corrupted. I think it has to be between 2 and 4. Especially if they're saying this is true. I'm gonna say 3. Which means you're lying or corrupted. Well, you're also lying. Or just corrupted. Oh! I just stop just believing people. That's what always happens. I just decide someone to believe, and I'm like, oh, well, that's true. That's just true. I'm 2 cards from the closest evil. Evils are not adjacent to each other. There's only 1 evil. I'm good. Okay, well, there aren't 3 evils. No, he's just corrupted. I should have done that. So sorry. Wait, that means you're lying. Right? Oh, well, she played both of them. Yeah, that makes sense. I need to use all my tools before I start killing people. I cured 2 corruptions. Can there be 2 corruptions? Doesn't corrupt, doesn't corrupt. Okay, well, so you're just lying. Yeah, you're just lying. I think they're just lying. Okay, I'm not gonna do it yet, but they are lying. You're saying there are no evils adjacent to me? That's a lie. There's 3 evils. Okay. Bot is 1 card from the closest. So they're saying there's a pair. Number 7 is good. So you're saying boopity boop. Which could make sense. So it's definitely number 3. That's just a fact, because you're just lying. Yeah, you're just lying. Okay. Bot is a card away from the closest seal. So then it's either 2 or 6. Because, yeah, that was true, that was true. And then they just can't die, so whatever one... Yeah. Law and a twin mini. Six, 7, or 1. Four is a real lover. 2 evils adjacent to me. I cured 0 corruptions. That makes sense, because there isn't possible. Okay. We're saying there are no outcasts. If we get a corroboration on that, there are no outcasts. So one of them, I think, is just lying. Unless both of you were lying, but that's unlikely. Oh yeah, because the doppelganger probably... Okay, well, yeah. In some way, one of these pairs has to be lying. Well, they're not both lying. There definitely is one real druid and 1 real poet. But they're both saying that there are no outcasts, meaning they both are telling the truth, and one of you is lying. Okay. And then 4 is saying there are 2 evils adjacent to me, so it's either... So yeah, the evils are between 7, 5, and 3. So then if we do this, and then if you're gonna lie, there's 1 evil. Is that possible? If it's these 2, yeah, that is true. So it's either 7 and 4. I shouldn't have done it like that. Or it's 5 and 3. Wait, okay. 6, 7, or 1. Okay, that would be true. Oh, I think I just have to pick one way or another. So it's either 7 and 4 or it's 3 and 5. I'm more conditioned to believe 7 and... it's 5 and 3. I just think that. Yay! We picked right. Poison our minion warriors. Between 7, 8, and 2, what is evil? Number 3 is evil. You're just saying that for a fact. I was a dreamer. Could be true. I am the original baker. That probably is true. Because no one else is saying that. Unless number 9 was the original baker. I was a dreamer. Could be true. I wasn't worth it. I feel like that's more possible. So what's the chance that it was... Actually, I don't know. Could be it. Six is saying truth. Wait, but that wouldn't be possible, right? Because number 1 is saying 7, 8, or 2 is evil. So, okay. Let's say if you're telling the truth, that could be true. Okay, so if you're telling the truth, only 1 is evil. But if you're telling the truth, and you're telling the truth, that would mean 8 is evil. But then that would mean 2 is lying. Which would mean that they're evil, which means that you're not telling the truth. So you're not telling the truth. So let's say you are telling the truth, then you are lying, then you're probably evil too, and then you are also probably evil. But you're saying only 1 between 7 and 8 is evil. So you're saying not them, but you. Wait, no. Not them, but one of these. Only one of them between this. Which, none of that makes sense. So it would probably be more likely this. Okay, let's kill 3 and see what happens. Okay. So then number 6 is probably also lying. But I just don't think that 7 is lying, because they're saying I'm the original baker. Unless number 9 is also saying that. Dang, I don't know. Okay, so someone is definitely poisoned. One lie in disguise. But like, okay, so if I ask them a question, do they... I don't understand how this works. I think they're lying when they say that. So I think that means 6 is probably lying. You know, they're just corrupted. Which means 7 is probably evil. Okay, well. She was wrong. One was even two. Okay, Shaman Witch Lilius. Also, we're gonna make her trying to get to 500 now. Witch is 2 cards from the closest evil. Number 7 was affected by an evil. Number 7 was okay, you're both saying that. Pretty true. What are the evils again? Roman. No, this doesn't make sense. So you both have to be lying. Okay. Both lying in some way. Which is 2 cards from the closest evil? I think that would mean if I think one of them is evil, then it would have to be either 9 or 4. Therefore, let's see if we can slay number 9. Woo! And then there's 2. Could be Lilius. Well, that's wrong. I don't know if you're, like, lying in the sense that, like... I guess I could see if she's corrupted. For 2 is corrupted, 1 is evil. So if you're telling the truth, then why are they lying? Number 5 is saying the truth. So you're saying... What? Oh, wait, no, that makes sense, actually. They could be affected by an evil in the sense that the game setup of the shaman thing. Okay, this makes sense. Then, okay. I was like, how are... Ugh. So I think it would be 1 through 2. Being, yeah. Being you're both lying. Number 2 is a real slayer. He be slaying. Closest evil is counterclockwise. They're saying different information. Why does he keep getting... disconnected or whatever? Okay. One of them is lying. With the things. I literally just forgot. Minion. Okay, and then there is no wretch. Meaning there is a doppelganger. Yeah, there's 2 slayers. Okay. You're saying number 2 is a real slayer? Yeah, so one of them is just lying. Not the doppelganger. Okay, that makes sense. That would imply that he kind of telling the truth now. Okay, yeah, they're telling the truth. Number 5 could be a minion. Couldn't kill 5. So either you're bad and you're bad, or you're good and you're bad. But then they would have to be bad too. Which I don't think is possible. But I think 6 and 5 have to both be bad. Who was doppelganged? Is 8 or 6 evil? True. Okay, so then 5 probably isn't evil and is probably telling the truth, meaning... I guess they both? Okay. I think it's just 6. But no, because then who's the doppelganger? Okay, wait. Look to see cards in your deck. I can show how many character types are currently in play. 5 villagers, 1 outcast, 2 minions, 1 demons. But does that mean, like... Because, like, the doppelganger is never in play. There are always more cards in your deck, right? Than there are things. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. Yeah. So there could be no doppelganger. So I think it's more likely that it's this guy. Then is it 7? But he's telling the truth. Then I would just make it be number 3. So I'm gonna just tell the truth. But it's saying there's only 1 outcast. 2 minions. Okay, let me count. If there's 5 villagers plus an outcast, that's 6. Yeah. Therefore, I think the bombardier is definitely lying. Yeah, okay. And yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't really understand the game until like... I think there should be a little bit more explanation. But I also could have just not listened. Both those things are like me. Closest evil is counterclockwise. I think this is the left, okay. I know my right's and left, okay? Right side is more evil, so one of them is lying. among 4, 2, and 5, there are 2 evils. I think that would be more likely that it would be 4 and 5 then. And then 6 and 2 are telling the truth. That just makes sense. If you're telling the truth, then you're saying one of them is evil. Can 4 be telling the truth? If 4 is telling the truth, wait, no, if 5 is telling the truth, then it could be... One is not corrupted. Okay, let me think about this. You guys are both saying the left side is more corrupted. Which, if this is true and 3 is true, 4 and 5 could both be evil. If 4 and 5 are both evil, then why would he be saying that's false? Because he can't be corrupted. Because he just said that it's not. Okay. Can it be 2 and 5? Okay. If it's 2 and 5, and 4 is telling the truth, closest evil... Well, he would still have to be corrupted. And then that would make the left side more. And then that would make this true, this true. And you're telling the truth. Oh wait, no, you're lying. No, you're telling the truth. You just happen to say something that's true. Okay, I think 5. Okay. Okay, so then you're telling the truth. Right side is more evil. Meaning you're probably lying. Or, wait, can he be telling the truth and this be? So if it's 4 and 2. Okay, 2 has to be. Yeah. Is it 2 and 3? Because, okay, if you're not corrupted, okay, so if you're telling the truth, you're telling the truth. That would mean, okay, so you're telling the truth too. And then that would mean you're corrupted, and then you're just evil. makes sense. Yeah! Okay. I think we actually can get to 500. Maybe even 1,000. Puppeteer and Lilius. Or 1 is a Puppeteer. Okay. So some sis, some suspicious. Okay, well, you're also saying I'm dizzy, so that makes sense. You're 6 as a Puppeteer. Some susposh. Some susposh. Although I don't know why you would say that about yourself. Puppeteer is 4 cards away from the close seal. That's just a lie. That's not how the Puppeteer works. I am 1 card from the corrupted character. So you're saying possible. I am 1 card from the corrupted character. That makes sense to me, because you definitely are not telling the truth. Well, it's not technically a corrupted character, I guess. Okay. Let's see if 8 can kill him. I couldn't kill 6. So either you're both evil, or 6 is just corrupted, and it's not evil. Okay, 3 or 6 is a Puppeteer. Or I guess 8 could be corrupted too. And you're saying I'm 1 card from a corrupted character. I think it's more likely... Or let me think. So 4 definitely is evil. There's Lilius and a Puppeteer. They're both saying I'm 1 card from the corrupted, so you're probably corrupted. Number 6 is not corrupted. Meaning you're probably just lying, bruh. So it's probably boop boop boop. So I'm thinking you're the Puppeteer. Probably. And that would make you the puppet. Why would you be saying that? You're definitely evil. I guess they could be corrupted, and they're just, like, evil. But that would also make them not telling the truth. Okay, let me think. Two outcasts. I think we should probably just kill 4 because, like, you're probably more likely. Oh, they're just corrupted. Okay. Oh. Okay, meaning 6 is probably just lying. Either 6 or 1 is lying. One of you have to be lying. Oy. Seven, 5, and 8. 1 of them is evil. 7 or 2 is a Puppeteer. Between 8, 1, and 5. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. I am 1 card from the closest evil, so you're saying boop, boop. I cured 0 corruptions. Only 1 possible corruption, so that, like, you know, probably just isn't. It's only an outcast. But I feel like it has to be the Plague Doctor. Because there's 2 judges, 2 bishops. I feel like that's more likely than it being the Plague Doctor. Union is 1 card from the closest evil, so there's 2 that are definitely next to each other, is what you're saying. 1, 6, and 8. There is villager, minion, outcast. 1, 6, 8. That makes sense to me. You're both kind of saying that 1 is an outcast. Okay, so 1, 6, and 8. 7, 5, or 8. Number 2 is lying. Okay, so if you're telling the truth, then you're lying. You're saying 7 or 2 is the puppeteer. That would make sense to me. They're saying 1, 6, or 8. Meaning there would probably be 8. That would be the evil, because then he's like, I'm 1 away from the closest evil. That makes sense to me. Okay, so for right now, we're thinking 6 is evil. Definitively. We're thinking... that you're telling the truth. Between 8, 1, and 5, there is a villager, minion, and outcast. Is it more likely that 8 is the minion? I think that's more likely. We're saying 8 is the minion. If this makes sense. Okay, 1. 1 we're saying is the outcast. Oh, but then 6. So this can't be, they can't both be. Why do I think 6 is it? I don't think that means. This might be a villager. I'm marking. Oh, we're saying... I guess this would be evil? 5 is saying the truth. Okay, so if you're telling the truth, you're telling the truth. And it would have to be there. Beep. Wait, one of the bishops is definitely lying. Oh, and we're saying if you're lying, then 8 is definitely... Okay, so I think it's... Yeah, I think it's these. But one of these then has to be the puppet. I guess the judge could be... No, because there's only one outcast. Yeah, there's one outcast, and they're kind of collectively agreeing that it's 1. Okay, let me think. Because if, okay, 8 or 4 is doubt, if it's it, so, you know. Yeah. Yeah. Based upon the information that they're giving, which one of them is telling the truth. It has to be that one is the double. So I think it's the Oracle. That's the puppet. Yes. And I think... You're definitely evil. And I think it has to be 8. Because 1, 6, and 8... Yeah. What? Oh, fine. I could be... I'm just done. I also don't know why my computer's being so weird. Or my internet, or whatever. Well, because it keeps becoming unplugged. That's what it actually is. I need to fix a better system.